Ngiyamukela ku-IsiZulu lessons, and I wish to welcome you. Should you have umbuzo regarding anything that you're going to learn during this lesson, you can email it to the email address that is given here. Okay. Today's lesson is brought to you by Utisha F. What are we going to learn today? What is our lesson topic for today? Today we are going to learn Impambosi Yokwenziwa, which is the passive. What are we going to learn about yona? Sizofundani. Sizofunda ukuthi iyini impambosi, nokuthi siyibona kanjani, and futhi uzokwazi ukuyisebenzisa emshweni. So we are going to learn what is the impambosi, how we recognize it, and how we use it in a sentence. Iyini ke impambosi. So we must buka leli gama lithi impambosi. It doesn't really have a meaning, but what we do here, sibuka isenzo, and then siyaselula, sikhuluma ngesenzo eseluliwe. Masikhuluma ngesenzo eseluliwe, we're talking about the verb that has been extended. So how do we extend the verb? Siselula kanjani isenzo? Siselula ngokusebenzisa isijobelelo. We use the suffix. So the suffix, then the suffix that we use, it gives the verb a different meaning. So lokho kuzokunika umqondo ke owehlukile. Okay, ake sibuke ke kula misho lena enginayo lana. Okay. Nanku umusho oqala uthi usisi ufunda isiZulu. In this sentence, liphi isenzo sethu? Ufunda. That is our verb, ufunda. Okay. Kodwa uma sibuka ke the second sentence, usisi ufundela ubaba isiZulu. So sesenzeni ke manje? Selulile. We have extended the verb, sijobelelile, we have suffixed ela, ufundela ubaba isiZulu, which gives a verb funda a different meaning altogether, because now usisi is reading for that, but the first one usisi was just reading isiZulu, and this one is reading for. The ela there means for. And masisibuka the next sentence, it says usisi ufundisisa isiZulu, and we have that isisa there. That is isijobelelo, that is a suffix, which gives the verb meaning ehlukile. Fundisisa is to do. When you put isisa to a verb, it means whatever that thing you are doing it thoroughly. You know, uyafundisisa. Okay, isiZulu sifundwa ngusisi. Fundwa is being read by, you know. So there, those verbal extensions, so those suffixes, that's what we call is impambosi. Then they give a verb a different meaning together. Okay, let's look at these sentences now. Impambosi Yokwenziwa siyibona kanjani? I want to work with these sentences so that you can see it in context. Abafana badlala ibhola. That's a simple sentence there. Kodwa mase sithi ibhola lidlalwa ngabafana. So now we can see dlala, and then it becomes dlalwa. Okay, and izitshudeni zifunda izincwadi, izincwadi zifundwa yizitshudeni. Ikati liphuza ubisi, ubisi luphuzwa yikati. So what are we noticing from all those verbs? You know, dlalwa, fundwa, phuzwa, and then that is what happens when you do impambosi yokwenziwa. Khombisa ukuthi ke uyenziwa leyo nto leyo. Let's see how do we suffix. What do we suffix? We suffix wa, lifundwa. Okay, so when we suffix, we are going to suffix wa to the verbs angayiwona ama monosyllabics. So if a verb, it has got izinhlamvu pheka, dlala, okay, that one is not a monosyllabic, so you are going to suffix wa. Okay, so let's look at these sentences I have here. Intombazane ipheka ukudla, ukudla kuphekwa intombazane. Again, what I want you to notice here, when we do a passive lapha, intombazane ipheka ukudla, you say ukudla kuphekwa intombazane. Food is being cooked by the girl. Okay, but the first one says the girl, or the girl cooks food. Okay, eyesibili izingane zigeza izandla. Then say izandla zigezwa yizingane. Ihashi likhahlela utshani. Utshani bukhahlelwa yihashi. So what I want you to notice is that after impambosi yokwenziwa, after the passive wa, wa. The noun that is going to follow will either take the yi or ng. Okay, so izingane zigezwa yizingane, okay, kahlelwa yika, yihashi, uphekwa yintombazane. But how do we know what to put, whether it's a yi or what? Okay, let's see now after the passive. Okay, so you have to look at what comes after the passive, the verb that, the noun that comes after the passive. What is it going to take? You are going to look at lelo bizo lelo liqala ngani. What does it begin with? What vowel does it begin with? So if it begins with vowel I, said amabizo aqala ngo I, azofaka u-Y. Yihashi, yingane, okay? Yipeni, okay? But amabizo aqala ngo A, no, E, no, O, no, U, azofaka ung. Okay, masithi ugogo ubhaka ikhekhe. But bese ikhekhe libhakwa ngugogo. So whether you say ngu or yi, it will depend ukuthi leyo noun leyo which comes after impambosi, what does it begin with? Okay, ngugogo, yikati, yinja. Okay, this is what it is. So then what happens now? Okay, let's look at these sentences first before we look at the monosyllabics. Okay, inkomo, izinkomo ziphuza amanzi. So what we are noticing here, from that sentence, we're starting with the object. Inkomo ziphuza amanzi. Izinkomo lapha, subject. Ziphuza is a verb. Amanzi is the object. But when we're making it passive, sizothi amanzi aphuzwa yizinkomo. Okay, yizinkomo because inkomo begins with an I. But then look at the second one. Usisi utenga itiye. Itiye litengwa ngusisi. Asithi yisisi but sithi ngusisi ngoba usisi uqala ngo u. Usisi, ubaba, ngumama, ngusisi. Okay, ubaba ufunda iphephandaba. Iphephandaba lifundwa ngubaba. Okay, in that one again, ngubaba ngoba ubaba begins with the U. But they say iphephandaba lifundwa ngubaba. Okay. What happens if your verb is a monosyllabic? So monosyllabics as in our IsiZulu, there are very few, but for today I'll just let you know this la pamba. So if you have that verb which is a monosyllabic, you're not going to suffix wa, but you're going to suffix iwa. Okay, ikati lidliwa yinja, ithambo lidliwa yinja. Okay. Abafana bamba umgodi umbiwa ngabafana. So we're not going to put wa here, but we are going to put iwa. So you have to check your verb. If it's monosyllabic, then you put iwa. Okay, that's how it is. So we have looked at just verbs that are not monosyllabics and then verbs that are monosyllabic. So you put wa and iwa. But again, what do you do to the verb, to the noun that comes after impambosi? Then it takes the yi or ng. So it will depend on the noun that you have. So I'm hoping this is clear. But if you don't understand, you can go back again, listen to it again, and try to practice it. But again, I have this exercise for you that I want you to do for today. It says, bhala le misho uqale ngegama elibhalwe ngokugqamile ukuze ikhombise impambosi yokwenziwa. This is just a long instruction, but let me clarify it for you. It says, bhala le misho uqale ngegama. So you are going to rewrite these sentences, but how you rewrite them, you are going to start with the highlighted word so that the whole sentence ends up Impambosi Yokwenziwa. So meaning you are going to think about what we have learned during the lesson and make sure that you apply that. Look at your verb. Is it monosyllabic? If it's monosyllabic, then it's going to have iwa. But if it's not monosyllabic, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, then you are going to say wa, wa, wa. And then, but again, mind the last noun that we have there. If it begins with an I, so say yingane, you, go. You know, we are going to look at what the noun begins with. Okay, take your time, just do it, and it's going to help you to see if you did understand what I was trying to explain today. And then once you're done, then you can go onto the next page where you have your answers. Then compare your answers to these and make sure that you've got them right. And if you're still struggling, go back, listen to the lesson again, and then you can just go through the lesson and and go back, come back again and do the exercises and make sure that you get them right. Ngiyabonga.